Hello everyone, in this tutorial section we are going to discuss about the non-functional testing. When we try to perform the non-functional testing, first we need to perform the functionality, because if the functionality is stable, then we can perform the non-functional testing. If the functionality is not stable, then we can't proceed with the non-functional testing. For non-functional testing, application stability is the most important part. For example, if we just want to perform the performance testing, if the functionality is not working properly, so how we can perform the performance testing? So non-functional testing is performed after the completion of the functional testing. So in the functional testing, we don't require a complex kind of environment, but the non-functional testing required a separate environment, lot of people, lot of skill set to perform the non-functional testing. Like here, we are also going to discuss the types of non-functional testing. First, we perform the performance testing. It is used to check the speed of the application, like how the application is responding when the bulk user and multiple user are accessing the application, especially internet. So the banking application, financial application or e-commerce applications, especially the people are accessing in every second, every minute into 24 by 7. In those cases, how the application is responding to users, how the speed of the application, we need to validate in the performance testing. Performance testing means we need to verify the speed of the application. In the performance, we need to verify the three things. Like first we need to verify the speed of the application for verifying the performance, as well as for the performance testing we need to verify the three things, that is the load testing. Then we need to verify the stress testing, and third one is volume testing. So now we discuss about the load testing. What is the load testing and how we need to perform? We have an application and install it into the environment, and 200 people will use this application parallelly. This is the part of load testing. Load testing means we need to verify the stability of the application if the 200 users are application accessing that in parallelly. We need to start with the lesser number of the user. Like for the load, there's like if there is 200 users accessing that application. So we first need to verify the stability of the system with the 10 users. Then we need to increase with the 30 users. Then as well as increase with the 50 users, and so on. And verify that the become the and till the finally 200, and verify that in any point application becomes slower or broken. Need to be main focus in this. The load testing means increasing the load on the system and test is like we are randomly increasing the load into every time. Like first we access the 10 user, then we increase to the 30 user, then we increase to the 50 user, until so on. And we are verifying the load of the system. Like in that scenario, if when we increasing the load, it's broken or not, and it's working properly. These things are done in the load testing. Next is the stress testing. Sometimes suddenly the bulk load is increased. For example, e-commerce website like Myntra, Flipkart, and any other websites on the festival season, when they put any offers, and suddenly the traffic will be increased a lot. Of that time, maybe system will be broken, server may be down, because the application cannot hold that much of traffic. That is called the stress. Stress means immediately load will be increased and decreased. This type of testing known as the stress testing. Like load is increasing and decreasing any specific point time. Next is the volume testing. Application handle certain amount of data. For example, sometime data exceed the memory that cannot be stored, that like called as the volume. How much of data or application is able to handle comes under the volume testing. After the performance testing, next things we need to consider as security testing. How secure the application is, this can be done by the authentication and access control. We can also say authentication and authorization. Authorization is also called as the access control. Like authentication means like in the banking application there are different module like admin department, account department and so on. The particular department people is able to access only their department details. That is called the authorization, like user is valid or not, and this is come under the authentication, has specific privilege or not. Like in the authorization, if there is a valid credential and if the user get the data to access that credential, if there is a like admin panel, the admin user, then if they use the credential and they log in into the system, then they able to see the details only the admin panel, not another. This is come under the authentication and authorization. Then after the security testing, we will proceed with the recovery testing. Sometimes application is gone into unstable state. Example, when we are working and suddenly the system is shut down and the application is broken, some interruption is happen. For example, like we are accessing the Facebook application and we mention the some data into the application, and after then the some of the interruption is happen and the application is closed. When we open the Facebook account again, then those details are in the draft folder. This is the example of recovery testing, means where the application gone into the some abnormal state to normal state again, then it's the containing the data of the which we entered into that credential, that details, it comes under the recovery testing. Then the next part is the compatibility testing. To check that the software and application is compatible in multiple platform, multiple browser and multiple hardware configuration, all we need to verify for the compatibility testing. Especially for the web application, it should be compatible in Chrome browser, IE browser, Firefox and many more browser. For that we just need to see all the application need to display and each and every browser, that calls as a cross browser testing. As for the product-based company, we need to install the software in many more OS like Windows, Linux, Mac. This is also the part of the compatibility browser, compatibility OS, compatibility hardware testing. Suppose customer says 8 GB RAM, 16 GB memory, so our mm, so our application should be able to access that compatibility. This type of testing is also the part of the configuration and compatibility testing. Hardware compatibility testing is also called as the configuration testing. Next is the installation testing. To test whereas the product and application is able to install each and every environment or not according to the customer requirement. Like if we are installing the application, we are like checking that we are able to easily install the application into every environment or not according to the customer requirement. If the sometime the application is very complicated to install, it should like that user is able to install the application by seeing the manual document. Like the application is easily installable, come under the installation testing. Next part is the sanitization testing. This is also known as the garbage testing. Sometimes application contains some extra functionality which is not the part of the requirement. That time we need to ask the developer team to remove that. Means if the application contain unwanted data which is not present the requirement document by the customer, that is called the sanitization testing. That is the part of the maintenance testing. Like for removing unwanted data. This is all about the non-functional testing. Non-functional testing contains the types of like load testing and performance testing, security testing, recovery testing, compatibility testing, configuration testing, installation testing, sanitization testing. These all come under the non-functional testing. As we know, first we need to perform the functional testing. We need to test the stability of the application. Then we can proceed with the non-functional testing. Without testing the functional, without performing the functional testing, we are not able to test the non-functional testing. This is all about the non-functional testing. Please subscribe my channel for viewing latest video.